Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So we go back again to the 90s, this time with a PlayStation game, and one that is which for its time was quite revolutionary. And if you couldn't tell, it's Ape Escape for the PS1. Although now it's been seemingly put onto PlayStation Plus, so I think I will have another look at this game as well. So yeah, the premise of this game is kind of simple, because you have to play it with the little shock analog controller. More on that in a moment. But the whole story is basically this albino monkey Specter has suddenly come across this monkey helmet, which he puts on and becomes super evil eventually. Seriously, and leads an army of monkeys after he escapes from seemingly the circus. Seriously, and yes, the monkeys themselves are wearing a various amount of helmets as well. I mean, some even have machine guns. This was released in 1999, mind you. And unlike with the Crash and Spyro games, it has not received a remake since. Oh no. But indeed, yeah, and indeed we will get used to our main characters as well. And yeah, this game is very much anime-ish as well. It was done during the anime boom. So indeed, let's get to starting Ape Escape, if we will.
Hey, Spike, do you think the professor finished his time machine?
He said he's almost done.
Then maybe we can ride it today.
If so, I'm riding on it first.
Hey, that isn't fair, Spike. Hey, waiter.
Hello, Professor.
Spike and Buzz.
Spike!
No, run, you two. Okay, I got it. This becomes this, and when it becomes that, this goes like this. Therefore, that became this. We did it, Katie. The time machine is completed.
This isn't the time for that.
Spike, can you hear me? Something awful has happened. You have slipped in time with the accident earlier. You will soon arrive in the prehistoric era when dinosaurs existed. On top of that, the monkeys also have slipped in time in various eras. If we leave them alone, the history of Earth will be in disarray. So Spike, I need you to do this for me. Luckily, you should have two of my gadget inventions. I want you to use these to catch as many monkeys as you can. You can catch the monkeys using the net. And if by any chance you are in danger, counterattack using the club. It will be useful. It is a tough job, but you can do it. I'm relying on you.
Yes, another thing of note that you may not be familiar with from those from the US, we got our own separate dub, but I'll go into more on that later. Needless to say, I'm going with the UK dub, because that's the one I'm most familiar with. Anyway, that being said, basically how Ape Escape works is that Spike here, our main character, comes with equipped with his stun club, which can stun each of the monkeys that are running around here. The other thing he comes with is his time net, which will capture each of the monkeys. So yeah, there's a set number of monkeys at the beginning of the game that you have to get in order to complete each of the levels. And that's basically the thing with this game, is capturing the monkeys. It's kind of a platformer, but kind of also a puzzle game. Up to the same level as, say, Donkey Kong 64 levels of that. No, even though this came out in the same year. But yeah, the first level pretty much is fairly easy indeed. Seriously. And then we will be immediately transported to our, I'm guessing our hub, which honestly it really does remind me of the warp rooms from the Crash Bandicoot series. More on that later, but for now, yeah, and that there is apparently her name's Katie, but in later games she's actually called Natsumi, her Japanese name, so yeah, or Natalie in the American version. Since she is actually called Natalie, I'll go with that in that case, even though she's only called Katie for this one. Even though in later games she retains her Japanese name in the PSP remake as well. Which is kind of weird because, yeah.
Spike! A new gadget is completed.
This is a water net that shoots a net underwater. I will send these over. Try them out in your training space. If you don't clear the training, you cannot advance to the next stage. Well, good luck.
Our first gadget that actually doesn't take place, dare I say, in the main thing is our water net, which allows us to swim very quickly. You can press the R1 button to speed up, and also go deeper underwater if you hold down the left analog stick. Yeah, a rather decent gadget. The only problem is the swimming controls have not aged well, in my opinion. The other function the water net does have here is, of course, for catching monkeys underwater, because seemingly the monkeys are really good swimmers. You'll press the right analog stick in order to shoot a net out at various monkeys in the water, such as this rather fake inflatable monkey in the water, and indeed that will catch them. And dare I say, it's one of the better gadgets, I dare say, for catching monkeys. You'll see when I get to the next level, the Raining Lake, that indeed there are various monkeys underwater, and throughout the game, it is a very useful gadget to have, in my humble opinion. So that being said, let's get to the next level, indeed, of the Raining Lake, where in this case we will actually catch 4 monkeys. And indeed, there are various other enemies which honestly don't really belong in the prehistoric era, but god damn it, this is a very anime-ish game, so what can I say? But here is another monkey here, and this monkey just goes straight on diving. It must be really athletic or something. It's also slightly faster for what kind of speed it is, because we'll get to a bit later that monkeys have different attributes based on what pants they're wearing. Yeah, seriously. But we'll get to that a bit later. For now, let's go over this way. We cannot get up there yet because we do not have any means of making Spike go a bit higher, because even though he does have a double jump, it's kind of lackluster. And hello, Dory! And here's what I mean about the water net being really good at catching monkeys. That monkey was just running away, I shoot a net, bam, I capture him. Seriously, monkey see, monkey get. Anyway, that being said, I will try and, actually, no, I'm gonna go down here, because down here is a Specter coin. And indeed, Specter coins are very interesting. These items unlock mini-games a bit later on. And trust me, some of the mini-games I do like. Not all of them. In fact, it's probably only one of them I really, really like, and it's the hardest of the 3 to get. Seriously. But never mind that for now. Yeah. So I will be getting the about 40 Specter coins in the game in order to unlock all 3 of the mini games. As you know, that's one of the things I do actually like about Ape Escape. Seriously, it is a fun little platformer. Anyway, there's another monkey on this ledge who's running around. Notice that he dropped a banana. Likewise with Mario Kart, if you slip on a banana, it will stall Spike for a while. Granted, it doesn't create a spin out, unlike with Mario Kart, but yeah. Anyway, that being said, let's see where to next. And yes, you can get the monkeys in any order, by the way. It doesn't matter in which order you get them. There is no specified order in which to get the monkeys, just the number of them that matters to get through these stages, really. With the exception of a few stages, but yeah. The other thing of note I like about Ape Escape is the soundtrack. It is mostly all techno music for the most part, which is kind of unique for a platformer. I mean, yeah, Super Mario 64 did get a techno-ish remix in 1996, but it was only the main theme of the Super Mario Brothers theme. Almost all of the songs in Ape Escape are techno sort of music, indeed composed by Shoichi Terada, who sadly does not come back for the second game, but he does return for the third game, which is very, very rare, and I did manage to record all of it, but more on that later. And indeed, you cannot reach that monkey, nope. The annoying thing about these things are these green rock shooter enemies, which honestly are the bane of my existence. Maybe not in this level, but in a bit later, the rock shooter enemies. Free monkey there, I dare say. Anyway, that being said, that is basically it for Ape Escape. Before I do end this episode, I am going to show how you save, of course, in this game, because although having said that, it's kind of a moot point in the PlayStation Plus version for the PS4 and PS5, but because that actually comes with save states. But if you want to save normally, you will have to go over to this big red button that shows a memory card, and indeed you can save there. Anyway, I will see you on the next one. Goodbye!